Greetings to Rebuild 3, Gangs of Deadville. Alright, so before going on, I'll note that Rebuild 3 is part of, I guess a trilogy of games at this point. And the original games, Rebuild 1 and Rebuild 2, they were basically Flash games on Newgrounds. Well, at this point, I'll note that I basically played both the Flash games 1 and 2 before this, so when Rebuild 3 came out to Guild Games and Steam, well, I decided, this is the game I was eventually going to buy, and decided I'd buy it now. So right now it's beta version 1.0, and the game is, it's getting along, but more or less, probably when you view this a few months down the road, it's going to be a game that's more or less the same. So let's just jump in here. Sure, I'll be general buy list. We can select our jobs down here. We can be a retiree, we can be a police officer, a priest, we can be a hobo, a college student, construction worker, a gang member, a politician, shop clerk, doctor. And we get back to retiree over here. I think I want to be a construction worker for this because I find that half material cost probably helps a little bit. These are really minor things down here, what your job application is, because you're basically a all-in-one leader type of character. We'll just jump in. Let's put it on 3 factions, I guess. 4 factions. So let's go with that. A little bit unchallenging, sir. I'll note that you can randomize the city. A lot of these cities are, as you can see, Winnipeg's from Canada, Edinburgh city was from Scotland. These are basically a lot of Canadian, these are basically real name cities that are being generated for the random generator here. So Edmonton, Vancouver, Surrey, Carmel Falls, Nessus. You'll see a lot of Canadian names, but that's just because of the nature of the game, I guess. The campaign for this game actually takes part in it takes part in the very western edge of Canada in the United States. You start in the United States from Seattle and you move all the way up towards Canada. Let's take that one, Carmel Falls. If you want, you can change the random seat down here. I'll note that there's basically different random seats that you can pick. There's a whole bunch of them, so you always have a different game each time. But let's see, you can make urban buildings, you can make normal buildings. I'll put this on. So you have farms, rural, urban, or normal. I'll note that with the buildings, it basically changes the sort of nature of the game. If you have normal buildings, this is gonna be normal all around. You'll have plenty of food. You'll have plenty of luxury resources type buildings. If you go with farms, for example, you'll just have lots of farms, which will not mean it won't have any food problems, but it'll still be a nuisance. Rural was just a bit of mix of farms and urban. Urban is just no farms, but lots of urban stuff. We'll drop it in normal. So basically, Rebuild 3 and Rebuild 1 and Rebuild 2. These are basically, how can I put this? They're basically forest games with zombies. And they're really fun. You start off here with a soldier, a scavenger, and a builder, and yourself. Now, basically in this game, the classes basically represent different jobs that your survivors can basically perform. Soldiers are, as you can guess, soldiers to basically fight stuff, they kill stuff. Scavenger is scavenger for items. Builders build stuff, and then you're just yourself and you can do anything. And you basically have skill points and everything. So you have soldiering, scavenging. There's engineering, which is basically for science and stuff. You have building, and then you have leadership. There's a soldier. As you can see, this stuff is grayed out. And you can retrain these guys if you need to. Basically, you can train in a school to switch to engineer or to builder or whatever not you need for these guys later on. I'll set myself here and I'll try to recruit this guy. I probably want to take out this place right here, so let's kill the guys there. Now I'll note that you can actually click on these to see what the zombies are in here and if there's resources you can basically get. So you can go in here, you can say, I'm gonna rid that. Now, if I want to, I can try and send these guys out to kill stuff. These two, the scavenger and the builder. But note that they're kind of terrible at it. you probably don't want to do that. I'm just going to send him to here for now just to scavenge a little bit. It'll basically speed up this guy a little bit, though. The builder won't help a whole lot, nor will the scavenger help the builder build a lot very easily if he's building. Now, I'll note that this game, it basically goes by like time units. If you want to, you can actually change this to be like a turn-based game, so you go like next day. And you can see what happens next day. But I think it's meant to be played in like, you know, sort of like, you know, a stop and go time type of idea. So I put it usually on like the free game speed, all free, and go from there. Alright, I met a couple of very cautious brothers who are living in a nearby trailer park. They spoke to me through a crack in the door and kept asking funny questions about our food supply. Specifically, they want to make sure we don't eat our dead. I'm not sure how to answer that. So yeah, we've never eaten people. I told them we've been lucky that it has never come to that. Our fort has a good source of food, and we've always made it through times of hunger with our moral instincts intact. Basically, you know, there's like different, like, you know, things you have to basically take into account for these guys. So in that case, these guys, they don't like the idea of like eating the dead, like cannibalism, so to speak. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna give myself that flare gun I just picked up. So you can work with like different stuff. So this will give me increased defense and more leadership. I'll give the builder that saw. Just make him a little bit better at building. I guess that's all we have. We don't have any items or weapons, do we? No. So you have to equip your survivors as you go along in this, by the way. Alright, so that's been done. Let's clear out the gas station next, I think. Nope, by the way, this will get tougher as you go along, fighting like zombies in here and all that. So we'll do this. And I'll send these guys to help me out, or one of those guys. You can go help him out. Actually, let's send the scavengers together to scavenge so they can improve the scavenging together. So excellent, we've got some ammunition. Ammunition, of course, you use to fight zombies with. You don't want to get bitten by zombies. It's basically that sort of old trope. Basically, they're slow and plentiful zombies. They're not like the infected or anything like that from like, you know, the newer versions of like games that you've basically seen. Send you there and there. We'll send these guys. Actually, I'll send the builder right there. Excellent. We'll send you there, and you can start building up. Now, normally it costs 2 materials to basically capture like building slots. Nice little background music there. Alright, so here's something to note. This is basically something that'll pop up very so often. Mass zombies are basically where zombies gather up and become dangerous because they may hit to the walls any day now. I don't usually worry about this too much, but you do want to defend against it when it comes. When the zombies come. Alright, we kill the zombies there. Now, you don't want to attack mass zombies because they're more dangerous. Defending against mass zombies is a lot safer than attacking them. But sometimes you may want to do that, just so you know. That's what I'm going to do here. We're actually going to reclaim this guy. He's going to be a lot slower than a builder, but... Alright, the music's actually getting kind of loud. Whoops. I love games of autosave, don't you? Alright, so what's next? I'm basically just gonna, you know, dispose it around. I'll set myself there for now. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about these guys because they're green. Usually when I worry about zombies when they get like yellow or red. That's when they start getting dangerous. Oh, by the way, you also want to scout out eventually and stuff. I don't think I'll capture that bridge. You can actually capture the bridge if you want to, because that's basically you cross rivers in this. But I think we'll hold off and capture that bridge. I'll know, by the way, you have to scout eventually for like finding like, you know, stuff in different resources and such. So you can basically scout stuff to basically see what the resources and zombies look like in these. If you don't scout them, you have no idea what they are except for what the building type they are. Scouting is important eventually, but we don't have to scout this yet. Note that these guys' skills go up as, like, you know, you use them over time, so he's going up. He's already just got the 2 right there. Alright, so basically when you get attacked, the zombies will attack and you get like a message here that says like you lost it, some options for like what happened during the attack. I didn't really, you know, care about a small little mob like that, so no big deal, right? Nothing to worry about. Alright, so we found some food there. Food basically will go down until you get more farms and stuff. Not really a big deal. I actually maybe should capture this for the... I'll get him over there. I want that farm right there, because that's really close. Awesome. Let's have you go right there. You can kill those 8 zombies. Note that he's now at 2, so he's got a better chance of killing zombies now. Nothing to say about that. Alright, so we claim basically something. So the main thing about this game is that, you know, you're not really like sort of like, you know, fighting to like, you know, survive in this game. You're fighting to basically reform civilization. That's the thing about this game that I really like. It's about forming civilization, not about surviving with lack of civilization. You basically have already done that for 2 years. Now it's time to rebuild. That's the nature of this game. Let's send you up to this guy over here for a moment. So this will make the builder, you know, help this guy out. Basically, all your guys can perform any of the job tasks that you want them to, but builders are better at building, soldiers are better at fighting, scavengers are better at scavenging, etc, etc, etc. And of course, you're good at just anything, as long as you train it. Alright, that's what we want to worry about when they're yellow. We've claimed the gas station. Hooray! Everyone can go there now. Actually, go there and help him out. Alright, so an armor-plated school bus just went tearing down Camera Falls Main Street. Not sure why they were going so fast, but when they hit the fire hydrant, the thing really went flying. You can see the explosion from here. Looks like it took the entire school with it. Might be something to scavenge there, or survivors. Lots of Zed in that area, though. Not sure who would send it to take a look, but they better be prepared for anything. So these are like events that'll pop up every so often, so we'll have to do that. Apparently there's a radio station right there. Good to know. Alright, we killed the zombies. You're gonna go defend. Note that this makes these guys go green, so as like you like put more defenses, you'll see like the difficulty that you're gonna be facing if you leave them as is. So that's green. Let's get that going so I can get that captured. Alright, so yeah, there's merchants in this game. Gustav, the little merchant. He'll basically peddle you some stuff. When we're ready, I'll send one of these guys, the leader or myself, to trade with him and get some stuff. Alright, the Zed aren't smart and they don't run from danger, even when each one of them steps out of the shadows, ends up with a flaming arrow in his chest and keeps coming, dying, until there are none left. So you can see reduced danger because I had a guy here. I don't have to worry about that too much, so we won't worry about it. Alright, so here's where Sky's important. Basically, this will make it easier to basically find out what's going on here. Basically, if I set him here, I can't tell how many zombies are here. So I'm going to make him scout so I can basically see what I'm looking at. The bridge is ours! Hooray! Have those guys scout. You can join him. You'll go talk to the merchant. See, it's a management game, much like any R4X. Alright, so you can trade with these guys. You can basically get some stuff from them. So right now I'm having like food issues, so something I may want to do is trade like ammunition or materials here for food. So I can trade that many materials. Maybe. And you know what, that just mark up so you know you don't get the same amount, but whatever. That'll help me out a little bit. You got a good deal, but whatever. It's fine. Get to work up there. Now, as you can see, these guys can build up in mass every so often, so they'll get more dangerous. I'm gonna kill those zombies there. Basically, note that there's only like 5 zombies here. 4 zombies, rather. 5, whatever. So basically, that makes it a lot easier for next, like, you know, following missions to perform when you basically scout out to see what's going on. It also lets you know what type of resources are there. So this has, like, you know, resources, so good stuff perhaps there. We're actually going to do this, I think. We're going to scout out the rest of this stuff. Lone Traveler, let us stay a night. You can pause and read that if you want to, but I'm not going to bother myself. No sweat, do you know Zed can't swim? On a related note, we've got a swimming pool we need to empty now. Alright, I'm gonna send you up here. Note that this job will expand as you scout out further. Go for that stuff. Now, nobody there is mission objectives in this game, but the thing about this game is that for like the quick play, there's like no real winning conditions. You just basically play until you feel like you're done, you know, playing. The campaign actually has like victory conditions because it actually has sequence to it, but quick play is just like, you know, not really done just yet. It's still in beta, this game. Awesome. Get the building. Huge farm over there. Cool. That may be worth taking too. Alright. Guard. Note, by the way, that if you don't scavenge these buildings first, sometimes they'll have, like, you know, these silver that says, hey, I can scavenge stuff there. Note that there's still yells. This is actually a really dangerous mass of zombies right there. There's 12 mass zombies right there. And these zombies, they'll mass into really huge hordes eventually too. But right now it's like, you know, this is the early game, so it's like, you know, you're just building up. It's all good. Woods over there. Have you look up here. Nice, medicine. You can guess what medicine's for. I'm getting lots and lots of these food issues at this point. scavenger suburbs inside. Get these out of the way. You can help defend. So, I'll note that this is a pig farm. And guess what pig farm's for, so... Gonna work my way in getting that pig farm occupied for myself, I think. I think I'm gonna build right down the river over here. Be a plan. Oh, damn, we got food issues right now. They're all along. I was nearly finished blowing off the farm when the big cellar door I thought it was locked suddenly popped out. This dude with coming charging out of a torch in one hand and a rifle in the other. Screaming like a man storming in front, I thought he was going to kill me. Well, he still might. Now he's pointing at the gun to his chest and making me leave that farm. Let's confront him. That didn't go so well. I got closest so we could just talk to face to face. I figured if he could just look me in the eye, you know, he'd understand I meant no harm. But he turned the gun on me and I grabbed him in the arms and forcing them upwards and blew his own head off. This was an accident. I feel terrible. I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I'll finish that wall now. So I got myself a weapon and I got myself ammo. Very nice. Alright, time to equip you with something. Van Duke's rifle, apparently. Yeah, cool. We got a car. When do I pick that up? Give you a car. Well, I don't need you around here anymore. They were scouting up there. I'm staying alive with, you know, my food here. Send you there to help him out. Fall out faster, faster! Found Walter's go bag in a stubber that could be put to good use on one of our survivors. Oh, look at that! It's a nice first aid kit. I need to get myself an engineer eventually for some of this stuff. I'll take that. I'll give the leader the flare gun. Alright, how's this help my food supply? Not great, but it's good enough. Okay, nothing there. Let's look. Ooh, there's a church right there. Churches basically are good for like raising up morale of your guys. I'll note that there's lots of Christian undertones and stuff like that. If you haven't guessed already. Nah, I don't want to do that. That's a little bit too masked up there, that guy. Found ammunition, found a wrench. I think the wrench is used for building. Yeah, it's just, it's all about the torque. Can't use it as a weapon. That's one of the things I hate about this game. You can't use flashlights or wrenches as weapons. Even though they probably would be good for it. Nice. So that's worth capturing that piece of land is to sort of, point that out. Nice. Capture that. Note that the bigger buildings take much more resources to capture there. Distrust. On our way to reclaiming a building, I passed an utterly wretched, twisted man lying in the road. I took him for a corpse at first. Then he stared and begged for some food and water. I guess he just keeled over from exhaustion. There's something odd about him. He's got a big old shopping cart with a blanket over it. Plenty of room for food in there. Maybe he's planning to rob us. Alright, so basically here's like, you know, like a sort of and or if event. You can help him and like, you know, possibly get some stuff for it, or he may just rob you before he robs us. Let's just help him. He ate eagerly. The shopping cart turned out to be full of propane tanks, which he'd been on his way to deliver to the rest of his group. They found a car that they could run on propane and were planning to head north, where the cold made the dead sluggish and easy to run from. He gave me one of the tanks to tank us, then he and the shopping cart trotted along down the road together. So we lost some food and gained some fuel, which I can now trade for stuff. Talk to him. Oh, there's someone there. Nice. Found some materials in that suburb there. Alright, I need to get more food. Let's see, I've got plenty of ammunition. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of some of the fuel. I'll give it 12 then. I think as you get better deals with like the traders, they'll actually drop their prices somewhat. Not so sure about, but they might. That's a nice huge farm. Now you want to be very strategic with like, you know, capturing buildings and stuff. Note that I'm basically going for like a square approach here and over the river here. If you're not careful with like capturing stuff, you'll basically have it so that, you know, like you'll have like a building with like 3 prongs to attack all around it, which would suck. Because zombies will just take it from you, which you don't want. Nice, survivors. There's 2 churches over here. Very nice. Now, farms usually have food on them, so I'm going to start scavenging for the food. Oh, they built up. Nice, found food. There's a graveyard. Now, I want to note, by the way, that the dead never crawled out of their graves like in the movies, but zombies do seem strangely drawn to this horrible place. Something to note is that in the original Rebuild 1, they actually had, so it's like sort of like a mystical thing where like zombies actually poured out of the graveyard. They actually raised from the graveyard. They don't do that in this game, but it's worth knowing that they did do it in the past games. Okay, 17 there. 10. 7. Actually, you know what? Let's molecule that. I'm going to use this guy to do the leadership, if possible. Use the leaders to be leaders. Alright, they swarmed at just after 2 a.m., not 10 minutes after I finally been able to get to sleep. But I was up and out there in 5 minutes just like we drilled, and by dawn all that was left of them was a pile of bloody body parts. Dragon's Den next. Note that positioning is very important with these zombies. If like I'm defending here, it'll still help a little bit, but it helps more if you're directly in front of them. You can also see how much damage you have from so 2% from that guy right there. Found food. Actually, let's get this done. There's lots of farms, I will say that. Talk to that guy. Little hobo! I met a strange dog digging outside the walls today, a handsome German shepherd, with a blue blendanda. When I approached him, he gave me a friendly bark, wagged his tail, then barked again like he wanted me to come over. I took a look at the hole he was digging. Turned out it was he found a whole bunch of potato plants we never been noticed. After he showed me his find, the fellow wandered off. I think I'll call him London if I ever see him again. It's extra food. I don't think I have food issues anymore. That's quite nice. Let's go loot there. Found fuel, very nice. Probably find a fuel right here for obvious reasons. Usually gas stations have fuel. So yeah, all the buildings have different types of, like, you know, properties, by the way. Police stations are good for defense. You get more fuel from gas stations. Farms are for, you know, farms. Suburbs and, like, you know, apartments are like living spaces. Offices are just crap that you have to tear down and turn into something else. I'll probably do that at some point, but not just yet. Recruitment. Alright, so I was greeted by a delicate man named Dr. Reed and his bodyguard, Corporate Bell. They were living in luxury at the church, drinking from crystal goblets among scavenged chandeliers and enormous bronze statues of a rearing horse and naked cherubs. The man spoke for both of them, agreeing to join us if he could do some job where he didn't have to get his hands dirty, something easy like administration or research. What should I ask him to be? Well, I'll make him a leader because we don't need engineers for a while. I suppose he could work in a bar or a church. That'd be a pretty easy job. Honestly, I don't care so long as he's as bodyguard Corporal Bell pulls his weight on guard duty. Alright, new guard. How about you go help me over here? And you. Let's try and get them to try and take that out. Take that fuel out of the way. A little bit. You know what? We'll have you help him out. We'll make our way to this church right here and capture it. That'll be the plan. Alright, baseball bat. Alright, give you a baseball bat. Alright, so an engineering bag or a building wrench? I need to get more builders at some point. Nice! Got some supplies. Go down there. Pig farm's almost mine. Yoink. Alright, so policy mandatory guard duties. These are basically policies that basically, you know, you're basically like a civilization, right? So you have policies. Our permanent posted guards can't stay awake 24/7, so some of us have been taking turns watching the walls after dark while they rest. But not everybody. Others sleep peacefully through the night, snug in their beds, like the world isn't ending out there. Sure, not everyone's handy with a 12 gauge, but that's no reason to shirk duty, right? Should nighttime guard duty be mandatory? So you can do this, but it'll actually lower your morale. Or you can say both your guards are enough, and you know their souls will be less effective, but whatever. Everyone must do guard duty, so you know this basically increases their defense, but decreases happiness for non-soldiers. So these guys be more defensive, basically. And there's like a little bit about it. There's zombies there again. Found a wrench. You're not doing anything. I should get you to doing something. Yeah, go up there. You join him. Excellent. Zombies killed. You go there. There's no zombies there to kill, apparently, so, okay. You're gonna defend. You're gonna scout. Note, by the way, if I want to, I can tell these guys this is scavenge. If it's green like this, it probably doesn't really matter too much, because, you know, even if, like, you don't scout it out first, sometimes there's just no point, because you're not gonna have any problems anyways. Alright, recruitment. Following signs of human habitation, I knocked on a door on the farm. The man who answered the door spoke softly. The man who answered the door, his name was John, and he'd been hoping somebody would come before it was too late for his friend. His friend he looked quite the worse for lying a bathtub type of water in an attempt to bring down a fever, which I do. Alright, if you had a medkit, you can help him out, but I don't, and I'm not, you know, basically say, you know, lead a sick one. We're just going to take them both. We carefully transport the sick man and Stuart to the clean room in the fort, where he could be better taken care of. It seemed to be looking better already, but I fear this is a chronic illness that will come back to haunt him again. John's very happy we were able to bring both him and his friend. That hurts our happiness a little bit, but whatever. We get some, you know, 2 survivors out of it, more or less. And we're both soldiers, so yes, I'm very happy about that find. So this guy's gonna be injured. This will like happen sometimes. Your guys get injured. Usually it's not like, you know, lethal zombie bites, but it's bad nonetheless. Reclaim that. Found nothing, but we did find someone in the church. And scout down there, please. Found ammunition. And I assume there's nothing in the graveyard except for dead. Or Zed, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Oh, well, but by the way, no any free houses to do stuff too. So you go there, I guess. Actually, what am I doing? I can send these guys like so. That makes more sense. The pig farmers. We met some creepy and surprisingly well-fed fellows today. They were chubby, pale, and wouldn't stop chuckling to themselves. Remind me of the one mall Santa who used to look like kind of funny. They're pig farmers. Seems they were able to shore up their farm pretty quickly when the dead start to rise. With plenty of meat on hand, they haven't had to scavenge for food like the rest of us. Maybe they'd be willing to trade for some of that meat. From their waistlines, it looks like they've been eating like kings. Alright, so it's worth knowing there's factions in this game. And in this case, we found the pig farmer faction. So these guys, the factions, sometimes they can be like sort of hostile to you, or they can be sort of, you know, helpful to you. This guy is like a good for like, you know, buying meat, but note that I think this guy's like a cannibal, perhaps. I'm not sure. You know, they're meat eaters. Wouldn't put it past them to eat like people. Found ammunition, very nice. Look around their area for now. Nice, killed the zombies. Everyone get to that farm. I'm gonna basically go right up here. Why not? Let me go help them with those guys. I actually want to get these subheroes at some point so I can get more housing. Alright, the house call. A heavily armored ambulance covered in barbed wire, then spikes on its wheels to barrel through Zed and into our compound. It belonged to a group of benevolent doctors traveling the ruins in isolation. They're offering to help our sick or leave us some spare medicine in case of emergencies. But well, if they have so many medical supplies that they're just giving the stuff away, how much more have they got cramming ambulance of theirs? We'll accept some spare medicine from there. Doc's left us some bandages and acceptance syringes full of strange green cure-alls. I just hope we don't need to use this stuff anytime soon. Some more medicine is always a good thing. I have to send someone there at some point, but whatever. I want to get this church too. Yep. That'll work quite nicely. So the pig farmers are over here on this side of the river. Mazda found a way through our wall. They're attacking. We could set off some of our fuel reserves. Nobody likes running through fire, human or Zed. Alright, so here's like a chance where basically we have like a little bit more danger. It's probably not worth it to just, you know, lower by 3% for free fuel, so let's let our defenders handle it. I wasn't sure we were going to win that one, but it looks like God, or probably influence deity, or even event you prefer, was smiling on us. So that's done. How do you look over here? Scouted. Alright, so there's nothing in this direction more or less of concern to me. Let's scavenge a pig farm with you. And built. We'll get that built too. Alright, 28 is getting a little bit high. Big huge stack of guys here. The more guys you stack, I think the more production value you get like doing this stuff. And broth made from a single boiled anchovy is as tasty and nutritious as it sounds. If we don't find a new source of food, soon we're in trouble. Your happiness will go down as you lose food, by the way, so that's not a good thing, being low on food. We'll trade some of our ammunition again, I think. Keep that down. Luckily, I'm about to get a farm here, so it's all good. Alright. Trying to trade. Let's get rid of a wrench here. I'll get rid of pre-fuel. Let's try getting rid of all that. There we go. I think we got a pretty fair deal from Gustav, but the way he was learning and chuckling to himself, you'd think he was pulling one over us. Alright, well I got some more food for the next little while. Alright, so note that as like I'm clearing more farms here, it's getting easier and easier to feed all my guys. We'll keep it up, hopefully. I also want to clear the suburb again, so we'll do that. One moment, just going to check my phone. Alright. Let's continue on a little bit more then, shall we? Make this a little bit easier for these guys down here. Well, I'm just say those there are the leaders. So that is like my usual strategy. Like I wall off a good certain area to sort of defend myself with. I actually wouldn't mind taking out all this area just to, you know, make sure no zombies can come from this angle. Move you guys there. More zombies massing there. More zombies being killed here. So I'll note that there's always different stuff you can do, like distract with food, so you can use some of your food to try and distract the Zed. When the traveler returns, a group of Zed tried to crash a mission at the suburbs yesterday. Things would have gone pretty ugly for us if the traveler wolf dog hadn't showed up back up. After she and her dog made short work of the undead, she saluted us and left. Send you up here. Alright, now that I've got a church, basically, something I do with the church is that you actually have these leaders, like, actually, raise morale by, like, you know, preaching at the church. So he's going to be a preacher now. He's just going to preach at church for us. And I'm just going to send all these guys down here. Builder can go up here and capture that. Got a nice chunk of land. I need to capture these suburbs so I can have more space to recruit more people. Actually, while I'm at, I should probably do this. So we'll go see what that's all about. Alright, it's a policy. Ammo use, you can basically balance ammo use, spray and pray, or conserve ammo when possible. So depending on how much ammo you have, you can be like, you know, reckless with it or balanced with it, or, you know, conserve it. I usually conserve it because there's usually no, you know, no need to basically use it a whole lot, I find. And it was helpful, but not that helpful. By the way, this is a merchant from the pig farmers, so sometimes they'll send out merchants that you can basically interact with. So, pig farmers merchant. A friendly trader from Pig Farmers is carrying goods for sale. We could trade by starting a mission here. So you can do that if you need to. Awesome. I'm gonna reclaim that for us. I don't think there's anything around here to scavenge, so you go elsewhere. Let's go help him out. No split. Do you know zombies can't swim? So that's done. Send you out with him. Merchant's right there now. They pretty much interact as you probably expect them to, so I'll just get them going once. Basically, you can trade with them, much like you can with the other merchants, so I went out to meet the pig farmer caravan and see what they have for sale. Farmer Buckets happened to me there, making sure no one steals anything as he puts it. So basically, this guy's good for food. You eat it. Let's see how much she wants this for. The weird pig farmers who traded with hand us pork for the side hatch of their battered ice cream truck. I'm still surprised anyone has food left these days, let alone just this freshly butchered meat. Funny color, but smells like heaven when you roast it. Mmm, bacon. So yeah, it's questionable if these guys are cannibals or not. Backed up sewers, so this basically is like, you know, event which basically detracts from scavenging, so scavenging will take longer if I try it. So don't scavenge basically while it's happening. Alright, these guys are massing everywhere, so let's put you there. Alright, so salvage the wreck. We picked our way through the rubble to the site of the crash. There are a lot of dead here, 7 in all. Wait, one of them is moving and moaning. So 6 dead and 1 survivor. Or possibly 6 dead, 1 zombie. What should we do? Let's check if it's a zombie. Okay, yes, 1 living human. He didn't really appreciate being poked out of a stick like that. The man seems to have something wrong with his legs. He's willing and making a lot of pain noises. It doesn't look good. Alright, so if you have Medkit here, you can pack him up, but we don't, so let's search the area. Look around for something that might help. All you can find is bits of jagged blasted metal and useless scrap. Lots like that. Looks like they were transporting a lot of fuel, but all went up in flames. Oh wait, full medkit with everything we need. Oh, 2. Oh, damn. Looks like the guy died while we were scavenging. I put a hole in his head, make sure he wouldn't come back, and said a few words, mostly sorry. So he got some med supplies, and he's dead. Alright. So I can hire the mercenaries to help here, but let's just try protecting, you know, normally. Wasn't sure we were going to win that one, but we made it through the day with our skin in our teeth. Send you up there. No zombies left there, apparently. Or there. Send you guys there. Send you there. You there. I'll send the leader exploring for now. So I'll note that we have a nice little, like, you know, claim to land. Basically, my strategy from this point on, after, like, you know, establish like an actual, like, you know, like sort of coordinating zone, just keep reclaiming buildings, you know, strategically trying to prevent, you know, zombies from getting into my fortifications. Recruit more survivors and, like, try and make peace with, like, the factions. Like, something about this game is that you want to make peace with all the other factions, so you go with these guys and you say, hey, what do you need to be like made peace with? And, like, you know, you like give them like land, you like trade with them. You basically don't attack them. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I think we've actually gone far enough. For now, I hope you can take care. We'll call this one Quick Start, I think. So yeah. Now note, by the way, this is the last thing by Sarah Northway and friends. So yeah, it's made by a woman. If you actually click on her name, it actually brings up her Wikipedia entry. There's people who helped her on Kickstarter. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Take care.